Wait, so no shit? These guys can actually see this? So they can actually see that thing? Huh. Now I'm gonna let the Oracle win the final battle and see if I can change it so I can avoid that strength with the purple clan person later. Is there a tarot card here? I don't know whether it's here or somewhere else. I'm gonna have a look. Doesn't look like it's here. Okay. Wait up, fellas. But yeah, I think there's supposed to be a tarot card here. It's not so bad, it's just whether the game, like, wants to say, oh, you did it this time. Still nothing. I guess I don't really need it. I don't know where. I don't know if I. Oh, there it is. I don't even know if I'll have them all because I think I'm not sure whether it's on this version or the PlayStation version, but there is a trophy / achievement for getting all the tarot cards. I'm not even sure if I got them. Oops. Oops. Carl was actually standing there for some reason. There's Marcus.
How did you find me?
That man came and got me. He told me you needed help. So, she's the one. This is the Indigo child?
Her name is Jade. She doesn't speak. I get the feeling that for the moment, she's observing us.
It's pretty accurate.
So, what do we do now?
Looks like we don't have much choice. Let's follow him.
Yeah. Just try to see if there was something there.
Lucas, you're safe and sound.
Barely.
Marcus, how did you end up here?
They came looking for me. They explained everything, Lucas. I know now that you weren't crazy. I hope that you can forgive me for doubting you. I couldn't possibly have known that you were really...
What are you talking about?
Our host will explain everything.
So did they even tell them the fact that he may actually be dead?
Welcome to the camp of the Invisibles, Lucas. Come and take a seat by the fire.
Same guy that we saw at the beginning of the game, and at the amusement park, actually.
You call yourself the Invisibles?
Many of us are homeless. Though we're scattered throughout every city, no one ever notices us. This allows us to see without being seen.
Clever.
Pursue our mission without attracting attention.
You're the ones who sent me that email on Kirsten, aren't you?
And normally, we never intervene directly, but it seemed necessary to help you see that Lucas wasn't really guilty of murder. We thought that you might ultimately help him in his mission.
There's another clan besides the Orange clan, isn't there? The thing that took on Agatha's form wanted the child too.
We've only recently become aware of the Purple Clan. We know almost nothing about them. We suspect that some AIs acquired a sort of consciousness using the net during the 80s.
That makes sense.
They want the Indigo Child in order to become the dominant life form on the planet. First the dinosaurs, then man, now artificial intelligence.
Oh.
What do you know about the Indigo Child?
She's a perfectly pure child whose soul has never been incarnated. Her coming has been awaited since the dawn of time.
What is the message of the prophecy?
It announces the birth of the Indigo Child. The child will have the answer to all questions. And the one who hears her message will have access to infinite power. But if the child has not been heard before the final countdown, humanity will cease to exist.
Kind of random, isn't it?
Who is really behind the Orange Clan?
Nobody knows for sure. It's said that there are five to control the world. Administration, police, army, finance, the media. They control everything. Over the centuries, the Orange Clan has built an
So
empire
basically, the
that runs
Patriots,
the entire
really, isn't it? It's the Patriots from Metal Gear
what do we
Solid
do
Guns of the
now?
Patriots.
We must bring the Indigo Child to a source of the chroma.
Or just Metal Gear
That's
Solid
where
in
she'll
general. It's
deliver
not just
her
Guns of the
message
Patriots.
and
The whole thing
complete the
since 2
prophecy.
especially has been about the Patriots.
Where do we find this chroma source?
There are only 3 known to exist on the planet. The closest can be found on an old military base called Wichita.
Convenience.
Wichita. That's where I was born. My parents were scientists. They were working for the government.
And that explains many things.
Yep.
In the 50s, an artifact was discovered that was not of human origin. It turned out to be a chroma source. We must bring the Indigo Child there as quickly as possible, before she wastes away and dies without having delivered her message.
When do we leave?
In 2 hours, the time it'll take to finish preparations on your vehicle and to find you enough gasoline. It seems likely that the Orange and Purple clans will be waiting for you at Wichita. They will stop at nothing to prevent you from uniting the child with the artifact. We will take care of the child and give her a bit of chroma to help her hang on. There are some mattresses in the wagon back there. I suggest you get some rest before you have to leave. You have a long journey ahead of you. Tomorrow may well be the last day of the human.
Let's just say they don't initially take you up on that. Because now the most random thing is about to happen. I'm not just talking about this part.
I'm dead tired, Carla. I'm gonna take Bogart's advice and get some sleep.
I don't think I can sleep right now. I'm gonna wander around a bit and join you later.
Marcus, you don't... Marcus. I keep calling him Marcus. Lucas, you don't have to sleep. You're all good, pal. So, does Marcus actually know that he's dead? Did they tell him that they might have done that? Because it's not like oh, a life point. Now I get one. It's not like Marcus ever mentioned, you know, that Marcus is cold. Shit, Lucas is cold or anything. Doesn't really mention that. He could have maybe thought that it was because he was cold. It's cold outside.
An old radio. If I could get it to work, maybe I could get some news from up top. Seems to be in pretty good shape. Just need some batteries and an antenna.
So the Walking Dead one.
Flashlights. I'm gonna steal the batteries out of one for the radio.
Why? Flashlights are a vital thing down here. You know, it's dark as shit. Now, there must be a pole or something you can use for the antenna. Is it this one here? Oh, so Jade's in here.
How's she doing?
She's finally asleep. She doesn't have much strength left. I did what I could, but she needs a chromosource real bad.
An iron rod. This'll work as an antenna for the radio. There we go. Should work now.
Two-thirds of the country are completely without power this morning. Residents are chopping up wood wherever they can find it in an effort to keep warm. In a few days, the planet will revert to the Stone Age. Only a few cities can still count on it.
The government has declared a level 1 state of emergency. The army has been deployed throughout the nation to discourage looting and protect those unable to remain in their homes due to the cold. Several 100,000 men have been attached to emergency services in order to...
All the oceans of the globe are now almost entirely frozen over. The Atlantic Ocean is closing up, and there are only a few hundred miles in the middle of the Pacific which haven't been covered over by the ice flow. If the temperature continues to fall, it seems likely...
And I'm telling you the truth. This cold wave is a divine punishment for all of humanity's sins. God is sick and tired of our faithless, evil ways, and he's gonna cleanse the planet of the unworthy and declare the dawn of a new era, just like he did with Noah's flood. Don't be afraid, my brothers, because God's will is all-powerful. The just need not fear his wrath, because...
The apocalypse. The future of the world is going to be decided tomorrow at Wishida.
Right? Yeah, what is it, like minus 35 or 40 now?
Still not asleep?
No, I can't seem to relax.
It's hard to believe that it's all going to end tomorrow, isn't it? The fields, the forests, the cities, everything will disappear under the ice. And what's going to happen to us? It'll be like we never existed, like nothing important ever happened. Are you afraid to die?
Not anymore.
There's a reason for
We're
that.
going to die tomorrow. I want you to know something. I'm sorry that we didn't meet under better circumstances. Maybe if things had turned out differently.
Why?
You're frozen. Your lips are like ice. I love you, Lucas.
Okay, sure. Fucking sure. Oh my god, this is fucking stupid. So dumb. It's so dumb and random. Like, why? Oh my god. Ugh. All sorts of third degree bullshit for so many fucking reasons. Lucas can't do anything in that regard because he's dead. So there's nothing that nothing is gonna happen. Let's put it that way. Nothing's gonna happen there. Carla's literally just throwing herself at a man who just recently lost his girlfriend, which is another reason why it's fucked up. And Lucas is just letting her do it. Like, what the fuck?
The hangar was going to burn, John. I'm sure of it. But he wasn't the one who started the fire.
Look, Mary, that's just not possible, and you know it. Nobody can see things before they happen.
That artifact emitted a kind of radiation that we still don't understand. Maybe it's changed something in Lucas.
That's nonsense. We analyzed everybody who ever came near that thing, and they all checked out fine. Don't you see? If it was the artifact, then we'd all be radiated, and we'd all
There's
have
a difference,
powers.
John. I was pregnant with Lucas when I went for the first time. Lucas was radiated by the artifact when he was still in the womb.
This is just ridiculous, Mary. I've heard enough.
So-
I'm going to take a walk while you calm down.
Why? She's not exactly
Lucas?
angry.
What are you doing there? Lucas? Lucas?
So basically, Lucas probably just forgot the fact he had powers for so long. I mean, after his mom and dad's accident, that would probably make sense. Yeah, this... if there's one thing I don't particularly like, it's random romances like this. It's random. Doesn't make any sense. I mean, the one thing that probably could
There's the hangar.
make Carla
The base seems abandoned.
kind of
Looks like we got here before the
fall
Orc
for
came
him
to
is the
put
fact
plan.
that they kind of
They're
were,
not
you
far
know,
away. I sense their presence.
taking refuge in the apartment while Lucas was kind of trying to wait for where the Indigo child
Are you
was.
sure that you don't want me to come with
You
you?
know, he didn't really have anywhere
I
else
don't
to
know
go,
what's going to
so...
happen, Carla. I don't want to risk your life for no reason.
Be careful. I need you.
It's like Dornigan said, they're literally doing this relationship
If I'm not back in 15,
practically on top of
go
Tiffany's
back
grave
where
and she'd
you
only
came
been
from.
buried
Go
like
back to
weeks.
protect you.
Kind of bullshit. I know it probably wouldn't have happened if Tiffany was still around. But even still, like... it's just so fucking random. And it's not the first Quantic Dream game to do this. You know, the one in Heavy Rain is random as well. And it makes no sense. I think the only natural kind of romance options would probably be in Beyond Two Souls with all Quantic Dream games, because Detroit Become Human only has one, and it's Marcus and North, which I guess makes sense, but I wouldn't even know because I didn't even see it. Because I reckon, like, that's mainly because, like, I probably failed some really, I think I failed 2 or 3 missions, which really kind of, you know, took away any possibility that I could do that. And Carla really put her own health at risk doing that, because not only is Lucas freezing cold himself, but it's also cold outside. she would catch hypothermia very, very bad doing that. And there was people around. And no one said a word or did anything.
Years. For 2,000 years I've been awaiting this moment. The moment
Someone at Coach Dream was like, fuck it, let's just do a romance for no reason.
brought me the Indigo child. What an ironic death.
It just wanted to get to that kind
The
of
Orange
situation,
Clan
like with
makes
no
all humanity, they have the secret.
nothing really.
Does that work? We already
Space.
control the world, Lucas. The child will give us ultimate
I'm gonna let him win and see if it changes anything.
of the gods.
I'll never
And
give
like
you
I
the
said,
child.
Your tiny role
it's
is
to avoid the
finished.
purple clan thing at the
You can
end.
now disappear from the game. We thank
Breaking
you
the fourth
for
wall.
all you have done for us.
That is the smashing of the fourth wall. But yeah, let's lose this fight. Let's see if it changes anything. Because if I beat him, I'm probably gonna screw up at the purple clan segment again and probably get the same ending. So I'm gonna try and get a different one by having him beat me. See what it does. Literally doing Super Saiyan right now. He literally is doing Dragon Ball. Like he's charging like my hair. I probably pronounced that wrong. I have you now. Alright, here we go. So it doesn't look like the purple clan's even gonna turn up. It's going down a lot quicker than I thought. Bitch. Shoot him. Bitch. Oh, spit. It's still gonna do this purple clan thing, isn't it? Psych. Yep. Still gonna do this. Oh well.
You are even more obstinate than we had thought, human. But the game is over. You and your race have lost. Your inferior species will disappear like the dinosaurs before you. We, the artificial intelligences, will be the new dominant race on this planet. Thanks to the secret of the child, we will know all. We will be more powerful than gods.
It's quite funny how the Oracle gets shot. My Carlo just dies. Yes! Yes! I did it! Let's go. Kamehameha, bitch! Yes, let's go. I did it. I didn't think I would. I'll take it. So really, Carla doing that just really led to nothing, to be honest. It would have been cool if we actually knew what that message was, but they'll never tell you. It's funny because the Orange Clan ending is basically just them going back to New York and really just nothing happens. Nothing really happens. Everything just really goes back to normal. Really.
The cold went away just like it had come.
Good ending.
In silence. As if the Indigo child had turned the hourglass by delivering her message. Everything was just as it was before. I guess that means the lesser evil.
Well, without Tiffany, though.
The Oracle and the Orange Clan went back to their places of power in the secret government of the world, and the Purple Clan went back to haunting us on the net. I should be happy, I guess. I've been living with Carla for 3 months. She's the best thing that's happened to me in a long time.
Fuck off.
Yesterday, she told me that she's pregnant.
Ugh. How?
Bogart's underground base.
Lucas is
That
dead.
means that our child was radiated by the
Are you telling me that kind of thing still
just like I
works?
was in my mother's
When you're
womb.
dead? No.
I don't know what's going to happen now.
I
I'm
guess,
the
to
one
be
and
fair,
only
though,
keeper of the greatest
the
secret in
Chroma
the
and...
universe.
Yeah, so
What
it's
should I do
not...
with all that power? Forget it? Put it
I
in
don't
the
think
service
it's
of
a
humanity?
natural
I've never dreamt
becoming
about
pregnant.
being God.
Not in the natural
I just want to
sense.
live my life like
'Cause
anybody
Lucas
else
is dead.
with my wife and my child. I'm afraid that destiny.
And why did they get
another
married,
path
too?
waiting for me.
Why does it say wife for?
What are you thinking about, Luke?
Oh, nothing. Nothing at all.
I'm all for love stories, guys, but this just isn't it. Because it just feels random and... It just feels random. You know, and like I said, Tiffany literally died, like, what? Days or weeks ago, and they... no. Not a big fan of that. I mean, I got the best ending, so... Not that it's really much about best ending, it's just a different screen, really. But that's the one aspect of this game I don't particularly like, how forced the whole Carla and Lucas thing is. I don't like how just forced it is for no reason. Like I said, the only thing I could really say is maybe, you know, because they had probably been in her apartment for some time while Lucas was looking for, you know, waiting for the Indigo child's position to be as clear so they could actually figure out where she was. So I understand maybe that, but I don't know, man. I don't know. I would be fine with it if, you know, if there had been something to do, like, any build-up to it or anything. Without Tiffany being gone for, like, a week. And I'm not saying, I have absolute, like, certainty that Lucas wouldn't have even, you know, it wouldn't have even happened if Tiffany had still been alive, so, you know. The thing, okay, this is Lucas and Tiffany, you have at least, you don't even have a mod that you can go off it, you can get together, like, the thing that they've been together for 2 years, and, you know, even when she went back to the house to get her boxes, you could tell that all the love and care was still there, so, you know, it's not like, that is a lot you can kind of, you know, you can kind of put that together, but, I don't know, man. Aww. But you know, that's more of a story aspect for me, and that's more of a personal kind of story bias for me. You know, it's nothing to anything to do with the game or even the writing. You know, for 2005, like I said, this game just broke tremendous ground, and it really inspired Quantic Dream's future masterpieces, and all of them are masterpieces. I know David Cage, I think there's a lot of like, you know, what's the word, you know, David Cage has been involved in all sorts of controversies or anything. So I guess there's kind of some resentment there for whatever. I don't even know what they are. You know, I don't even know what he's done. You know. But even with all that, you can't deny that this Quantic Dream team that went on to make other masterpieces in the future were tremendous. Every game they have made has been stellar, at least in my opinion anyway. In my opinion, every game they've done has been stellar. Heavy Rain, Beyond Two Souls. Beyond Two Souls was probably their weakest, but it was still good, I would say. Beyond Two Souls was probably the weakest, but it was still good despite that. But Detroit Become Human, that game, I can't wait to revisit that game again. I think Detroit Become Human is certainly my favorite of all the games they've done. For sure, it's quite a wide margin to be fair. It really is. Every little thing you do matters. Or at least most of the little things you do matters. Not everything, but even, yeah, a lot of what you do in that game actually matters for later in the story. It's like, in the first level with Connor, you save the dude who's bleeding out on the floor. You save him, and you see him later in the game. Nuts. Absolutely nuts. Fury Dead Man has got great music, by the way. And I've always been convinced that the lead singer of this band is exactly the same. He sounds a lot like Chad Kroeger from Nickelback. I actually thought this was Nickelback back in the day. I thought Nickelback did this soundtrack because the lead singer sounds a lot like Chad Kroeger. I think I got that right. I think it might be Chad Kroeger. I'm not sure, but yeah, he sounded a lot like him. So I actually thought this was Nickelback at first. It's a really good soundtrack for this game. Really good music. I don't know why the frame rate is dipped, but it doesn't matter. It's under the credits. But yeah, I have my personal kind of semi-gripe with that, but the rest of the game is the tremendous game. It just is. I don't know if you get an achievement for unlocking all the stuff in this version. And like I said, I think it's awesome how you can press F9 and you can get the classic graphics. I didn't even know you could do that. So that is something I actually just learned that was new. I didn't even know you could press that button and get the updated graphics. I don't think it's much. Like I said, I think it's more the environment rather than character models or anything like that. But even still, it is a great, tremendous effort. And yeah, I really enjoyed that. Really enjoyed it. I'm going to enjoy the others too. And they all will be on the PC versions. I will get the Steam versions of Heavy Rain and Beyond Two Souls and Detroit Become Human. And we'll experience those as revisits on the PC version. Because I've already covered the PlayStation versions of those games pretty much to a T. I've got one trophy left in Heavy Rain that I could get. Beyond Two Souls, I've covered the majority of trophies, as I did with Detroit Become Human. So, you know, I've already covered the PlayStation versions of those games. So, for those revisits, we'll go to the PC version and check out the PC versions of those games for future playthroughs or revisits, actually rather. But yeah, that's the start. I don't own them yet, so they probably will be a while into the future after you see this. I'm gonna wait for a time I can actually purchase them what I'm going to do is purchase them in a bundle, because I think the bundle is like 60 quid on Steam. So I'll probably just wait until I get an open window to buy them, and then I'll get them all, and then we'll start with the next game in the Quantic Dream kind of revisits with Heavy Rain coming soon. So yeah, hope you enjoyed this revisit. I certainly did. Fahrenheit is one of my favorite games of all time, without a doubt, despite the forced thing at the end there. But like I said, that's more story rather than game or script or anything like that. That's just a personal thing that I kind of don't mind myself, but it's probably just the person I am as well, maybe. There's a lot of like personal kind of feeling and stuff in there rather than anything to do with the game. So it's not that bad. But yeah, it's a shame that we couldn't play this in full screen anymore. But this game was, I think this version, where it works and it functions alright, there was strange things that happened in it. Like the faces all go weird towards the end of the game. I can't play this in full screen anymore. For me myself, you guys have seen it thankfully. And even when this game around the time it first came out, we had that, obviously, that crash on that game over screen. And yeah, I may do a video sometime. I don't know how soon it will be, but I really like all the game overs in this game. So what I might do is a video showcasing all the ways you can get a game over screen, because I don't think anyone has done it on the remastered version. So I may do that. It's not a video I usually would do, but in this game's case, I love all the game overs and the different ways you can do it. So I might do it, because I know a guy called Virgil Hills, I think his name is. He did it on the original version. And I think someone else has done it again on the original version. I can't remember their name. So I might do all the game overs on the remastered version. And kind of a special treat for you guys. Because like I said, I love all the game overs and I love this game. I don't really do it very often, but it might be something I do. Keep an eye out for it if I can get around to doing it. And obviously, next on the playthrough docket, we're getting quite close. Today is the 12th of September, so literally next week will be Dead Rising Remastered, which I really can't wait for. I'm really excited for Dead Rising Remastered. Well, not remastered, but remake. It's more of a soft remake, Dead Rising remake. It's more of a soft one. And just to recap on recent events for you, no, I'm not getting a PlayStation Pro for 700 quid. That's ludicrous. Not doing it. I didn't feel like the PlayStation 4 Pro was that much of an improvement, and I don't think the PlayStation 5 Pro will be that much of an improvement. Not for me. Not for me, dude. I'm not doing it. I'm more than happy with my base PS5, so yeah, I'm not doing that. But anyway, I'll go, and I'll stop waffling, and we'll see you for the next thing that I decide to do. It really depends on where I am in terms of uploads of the games at the moment. But you might see Dead Rising even before this, who knows. But in any case, I will see you for the next thing that comes out on the channel. You guys know what to do. Follow, subscribe, and all that good stuff. Social media's down in the description. And until next time, guys, I'm Mr. Picky signing off. Stay safe, and as always, stay awesome.